Hello students, in this video we are going to learn about another type of the chemical reaction, that is decomposition reaction. Now the word decompose means to break up or to split up. So these reactions are related with the breaking up of the substance. In these reactions, reactant will undergo splitting process and they will get converted into two or more simpler substances. Now these decomposition reactions all are taking place by the supply of energy. Now first of all, we will see the definition of decomposition reaction. The reactions in which a compound breaks up into two or more simpler substances are known as decomposition reactions. Means here it is fixed that reactant is undergoing splitting or breaking up into the two or more simpler substances. Means single reactant will give you two or more than two products. Now all these decomposition reactions will be taking place by the supply of energy. The energy may be in the form of heat, maybe in the form of electricity, maybe in the form of light. And according to that, these decomposition reactions are classified into three categories. The first one, thermal decomposition. Here the decomposition reaction is taking place due to heat. The second is electrolysis or electrical decomposition, where the decomposition reaction occur due to the passage of electricity through the substance. And the third is photolysis or photochemical decomposition. Here the decomposition reaction taking place because of light. So all these three decomposition reactions are taking place due to supply of energy. So energy is absorbed in these decomposition reactions. That is why all the decomposition reactions are endothermic reaction, because you all know in endothermic reaction the energy is absorbed in the reaction. So as here heat, light, electricity, all these form of energy, they are utilized for the decomposition process. That is why these all reactions are endothermic reactions. Now we will see the next point, that decomposition reactions are reverse of combination reactions. Why is it so? You all know the definition of combination reaction. The combination reactions are taking place when two or more substances combine to form a single product. And here in decomposition reaction, a single reactant will decompose to produce two or more products. So here exact opposite process to that of the combination reaction taking place. And therefore all the decomposition reactions are reverse of combination reaction. Now first of all, we are going to consider the first type, that is thermal decomposition reaction, along with different example. So let us see the first example. Now students, we will discuss first thermal decomposition reaction. Let us see the definition first. The decomposition reaction which takes place on heating is known as thermal decomposition reaction. Now the first example we are going to consider, that is of decomposition of lead nitrate. So here I have written this reaction, that is decomposition of lead nitrate. This is the reaction. It is lead nitrate, which is white color. When the white color powder of lead nitrate is heated in a test tube, then you are getting the yellow color lead oxide, and a brown color gas, that is nitrogen dioxide, is also evolved along with the oxygen gas. So when on heating lead nitrate undergoing decomposition to produce lead oxide, NO2, that is nitrogen dioxide, and oxygen gas. Lead oxide is of yellow color, lead nitrate powder is white color, and nitrogen dioxide gas is brown color. So when you heat in a test tube white color lead nitrate powder, then on heating you will find that brown color gas is coming out, and that brown color gas is the nitrogen dioxide gas. So thus on heating lead nitrate undergoes decomposition process. That is why it is an example of thermal decomposition reaction. Now second example we are going to consider, that is of decomposition of ferrous sulfate. Decomposition of ferrous sulfate. The ferrous sulfate crystals are light green in color, and the ferrous sulfate formula is FeSO4 7H2O. Now why this 7H2O is there? Because these water molecules are interlocked with the crystal structure of the salt, and that is why the complete name is ferrous sulfate heptahydrate. Ferrous sulfate heptahydrate. Hepta means 7. Here the 7 water molecules are interlocked with the crystal structure of ferrous sulfate. That is why the name included this word heptahydrate. Hydrate means water. Hepta means 7. So 7 water molecules are interlocked in this ferrous sulfate crystal. When 7 water molecules are interlocked in the ferrous sulfate crystal, the crystals are light green in color. And as these crystals undergo heating process, first they will lose water molecules. And by losing water molecules, there will be change in the ferrous sulfate crystals, and it will turn from light green to white color ferrous sulfate. When these 7 water molecules are evolved out from the crystals, or they are given out from the crystals, or they are lost by the crystal, then this white color is obtained for the ferrous sulfate crystals. This type of white color ferrous sulfate crystal is known as anhydrous ferrous sulfate. This is known as anhydrous ferrous sulfate. Anhydrous means there is no presence of water molecule in the crystal of ferrous sulfate. Now after that, when we continue the heating process, or on further heating, this anhydrous ferrous sulfate will again undergo decomposition and convert into brown color ferric oxide. Sulfur dioxide gas and sulfur trioxide gas are also evolved out. So you will get brown color ferric oxide in the test tube, and a gas with smell of burning sulfur, that is sulfur dioxide, is also evolved. This sulfur dioxide gas is having smell of burning sulfur, and sulfur trioxide is also given out during this decomposition process. So when you observe the decomposition of ferrous sulfate, then first you will observe that the green color of the ferrous sulfate get converted into white color ferrous sulfate because of loss of water molecule. Then this white color ferrous sulfate undergoes decomposition to produce brown color ferric oxide, which you will get in the test tube, and sulfur dioxide and sulfur trioxide gases evolve, and the smell of burning sulfur, the sulfur dioxide gas, carries. So this way you are getting the decomposition 3 products for ferrous sulfate: Fe2O3, SO2 and SO3. For lead nitrate, the products on decomposition are lead oxide, nitrogen dioxide gas and oxygen gas. Now again one more example we will discuss, that is heating of limestone. Limestone means calcium carbonate, and this calcium carbonate, when heated at a very high temperature, nearly 1200 or 1200 Kelvin temperature, then it will decompose, or it will breaks up into 2 products. calcium oxide and carbon dioxide. Let us see what is the equation. I am writing this equation over here. Now, decomposition of calcium carbonate or limestone. This is the example 3. The equation is CaCO3 solid, temperature nearly 1200 Kelvin. Then you will get one product, that is CaO, and another is carbon dioxide gas. CaO means quicklime or calcium oxide, and calcium carbonate or limestone. This calcium carbonate or limestone is the reactant of this reaction. When heated at 1200 Kelvin temperature, then we will get calcium oxide and carbon dioxide gas. Thus, this is also a thermal decomposition reaction. I hope student you understand what is thermal decomposition reaction. If you like this video, then please like, subscribe and comment for the videos. Thank you for watching and bye for now.